Look, I get it. Ads, they can be a lot. So I'll keep this short. If this podcast gives you a moment to breathe, or a place to pause, or just reminds you that you're not alone, there's a really simple way to support it. It's called Calm It Down Deeper. You may have heard about it. It's where the real behind the scenes happens. You have daily morning affirmations, early access to episodes, and also just the quiet knowing that you're helping keep this going, which means a lot. Yes, I want to bring on guests. Yes, I want to do live meditations. Yes, I still plan on launching our snack sharing circle of trust. It is a thing. But right now, I'm doing all this by myself, and I'm writing a new album that I'm supposed to record next month. But it's just me, a piano, a lot of late night edits, and also trying to be a dad and a husband, and just trying to figure all of this out. Yeah. So if this podcast has given you anything, a breath, a thought, a shift, maybe this is your chance to give something back. And if not, that's okay. Just head over to calmitdownpodcast.com and look for Deeper. And if now is not the right time, I understand. Share it with a friend, okay? You're still a part of this, and we're still walking together. Thanks for being here. Now, on with the program. There is a friend that you haven't spoken to in a while. No big drama, no falling out, maybe just a soft fade. Right? Conversations, they got a little harder to start. And moments that used to feel easy, now they take a bit more effort. Maybe they're in a different season of life, right? Maybe you are, or perhaps both. It's like two trees that used to grow side by side. They're now stretching toward different patches of sunlight. Still rooted, still beautiful, just separate. And there's a tenderness in that. Not a sharp pain, but a quiet shift. No one did anything wrong. Something just changed. Well, today we're talking about the friendships that gently evolve. The ones that we quietly miss, and how to care for someone even if they no longer feel in your everyday life. I had someone reach out and ask about this. So let's dive in. I'm Chad Lawson, and let's calm it down in 3, 2, 1. So, not all friendships are built to last, and that's okay. We're told that real friendships, they should survive everything, time, distance, and change, but that's a lot of pressure, to be honest. I mean, some friendships, they are meant to last forever. Others show up just when you need them, right? When they walk with us for a while, and then they naturally fade. It doesn't mean you failed. It means you grew. It means they did also. And sometimes the most caring thing that you can do is wave to each other from across the distance and say, thank you. Thank you for being part of my life when you were. Here, let's try this. Let's do a gentle friendship check-in. Think about the people close to you right now. Like, who feels like ease and who feels like effort? Are you still sharing the same kind of conversations? Or are you both reaching for words? This is not about cutting people off. Not at all. It's about noticing what has shifted. Some friendships, they evolve. Some deepen. Some simply just pause. And some, well, they quietly wrap up their chapter. And there's many shapes of distance. Okay, so like not all distance is measured in miles. It could be life changes, could be kids, could be careers, could be health, could be moves. It could be emotional shifts. One of you is healing, the other is hurting. One of you is growing fast, and the other needs time to catch their breath. And it could even be a change in rhythm. One of you is full speed ahead mode, right? While the other, they're just craving some stillness. And sometimes You just don't click the same way anymore. And that's okay too. It is. But there's this guilt that sneaks in, right? I mean, you might wonder, did I let them down? I mean, should I have reached out more? Right? We go through all these questions. Let's breathe that out just for a second. Not every relationship is meant to last forever. And you don't have to carry guilt just because something naturally shifted. You can love someone and still recognize you're no longer in the same space. You can hold the past with gratitude without forcing it into your present moment. So how do we do this? How do we care from a distance? So what do you do with that love? Well, first, we have to let go of old expectations. There is no need to force conversation that feels like work. So let the quiet speak for itself. And then next, we have to be thankful. Thankful for the memories and for the laughter and the way they showed up when you needed them the most. And then send them kindness silently. When their name comes up, smile. Like wish them well. Like no need to reach out to reopen anything. Just keep their name soft in your heart. That is so important. Because you don't need a big goodbye. Some friendships, they don't need a formal ending. They just drift. It's like a favorite song, right? That fades out instead of finishing with like this big ending, right? You when you hear it again, even years later, you still smile, right? So letting go doesn't mean letting go of the love. It just means the shape of it has changed. And then when someone drifts from you, sometimes you're the one left on the shoreline. Oh, it stings a little, right? But maybe they needed space or solitude, or they're just figuring themselves out. And the kindest thing that you can do, just wish them well on their path. Even if it's not one you walk together anymore. Sometimes it's really hard. But there's this small practice for peace. Here, let me show you. Think of a friend who's been on your mind. And not like in a really heavy way, just kind of quietly, like been on the mind. Close your eyes, if it's in a safe space. Picture them in their current world. Not how you knew them, but how they might be now. And send this thought their way. I hope you're doing well. I hope your days feel light. I hope you know you mattered to me. And I'm thankful for what we shared. You don't have to send a text or make a call. Just this moment, it's actually enough. So in closing, friendships can matter deeply, even if they are not forever, even if they're no longer active. Someone can help shape who you are without walking every step with you. And let that be enough. Let that be beautiful. Because believe it or not, you're allowed to grow. You're allowed to shift. And you're allowed to carry people with you in your heart, even if they no longer feel like they're by your side. So I want to thank you for writing in and asking this. This was a relationship question that someone wrote in and asked about what do we do when we just no longer feel like we're in the same space. So I hope this has helped. Reach out to me if you don't mind. And if you have questions, if you have an episode that you would like to hear, let me know. I would really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for living. Thank you for listening. And until next time, be kind to your mind. And join me again as we calm it down. To find more episodes of Calm It Down, see where I may be appearing in your area, or just simply want to know where to send me some chocolate chip cookies, visit calmitdownpodcast.com. This podcast was written and produced by yours truly, Chad Lawson. composer, pianist, and nationally recognized sweet tooth. The views, expressions, and techniques in this episode are of my personal opinion and not intended, nor should they, serve as a substitute for medical advice or diagnosis rendered to you by your individual doctor or other healthcare provider. Only a licensed physician should evaluate your situation, provide a diagnosis, or render other medical advice to you. And you should only act upon the advice of this physician. Now, I'm an extreme empath by nature, but my profession is that of a composer and pianist, not a licensed therapist or physician. I hear from thousands of listeners how my music has helped them through various stages of emotional needs, and I simply want to offer this in future podcast episodes to aid those needs. So to find a list of licensed professionals in your area, please visit calmitdownpodcast.com. And if you've enjoyed today's episode, please leave a review, or better yet, share it with a friend. While it takes less than 60 seconds to do, its impact will last for years to come, as every little bit helps in growing the awareness and the importance of mental and emotional health. Thank you for listening. Thank you for living. And until next time, be kind to your mind and join me again as we calm it down.